Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new video. Now, this is inspired by the Cyber Planner's collection video he made, and I thought I'd do a regular update myself, because even though I've not had time to make figure adventures and do all the things that I used to do, the lockdown has given me a great opportunity to delve back into custom making. And even though some of the items that I'm going to show aren't official releases, a lot of them are customs, I still thought that it would be nice to show them. And if I do obtain any official releases, I'll start doing reviews, I think, because it's going to definitely be part of my weekly life, I guess. Doctor Who always has been, and it will continue to be. So, without further ado, don't want to be talking for a long time, so I'm going to show you one of my latest customs, and that will be, now this one I can talk about for a while, the Remembrance of the Daleks Supreme Dalek. Now, this is a 3D model. This started out as a 3D model by Edward Felix on Thingiverse. He's also on Instagram and Twitter. But a friend of mine, Ron Orca1 on Instagram, he 3D printed it and moulded it and cast up all these sections. And originally it was an Imperial Dalek. However, I wanted to make the Supreme. He's technically not finished because he needs lacquering, and I still need to make the ball joints. However, I'm really happy with how he turned out. I made all the mesh and the slats from scratch, and I hand painted him entirely, and he looks great. So if you want to get a resin kit of one of these, it'll be an Imperial Dalek. Head over to Ron's Instagram or my Instagram, NDW Design, and I can point you in the right direction on that one, as it's a great one to have in the collection. So let's move him to one side. Next up, we're going to take a look at a couple of the new series Daleks. So we have this one and this one. I do have another one in the works, which is unfinished, which I'll show in the next video. But here we have two Daleks that are based on mine and one of my good friends' Daleks in real life. These are our full-size Daleks, what they look like. I've taken a few creative differences with this one here. So I've added gold into these little recessed areas here in the dome, because I just really liked the balance of the gold with the blue that way, whereas Mark's Dalek Winston doesn't have those. But I'm really happy with how he turned out. The only reason I did him, I've just noticed I've got a bit of paint on the fender. I'm going to sand that bit off there. But the only reason I did him originally was because I had the blue, this metallic blue from the movie Daleks left over, so I thought I'd give it a go. And yeah, so this one's a matte black and silver, which is what my Dalek looks like at the moment. So there's those two. Next up, we'll take a look at, a little bit dusty, but we'll take a look at the movie Dalek drone. Now, this drone has a non-metallic dome, although the dome is slightly different coloured to the base, because the movie Daleks had three different colours. They had a metallic turquoise blue hemispheres, a flat baby blue base, and the dome is a tricky one, because like I've set up the lighting here, the studios were lit from the top, which sort of negates the metallic side of the paint. So I'm not actually 100% sure if it was metallic or if it was a dark flat blue. So with this one I went with a dark flat blue. This is my personal one from my own collection. I don't actually have one with the metallic dome, but I will be doing one when the B&M sets are released. I'm going to do one with a claw and one with the flamethrower arm, so I'll do a video on those once I've done those. But yeah, this one, he has a slightly darker silver body and lovely goldy brassy metal bands, and I'm just really happy with the colours on this one. Really happy. So I'll leave him here while I give you a quick look at, God, they're dusty. No, I haven't been on display for long, but these are the rest of the crew. We have the black Supreme and the red Sub-Commander, I guess you'd call him. The claw I made myself from scratch, and the dome lights are ones I made myself. I now have the actual accurate ones, because Ron now sells the dome lights, which are actual 3D models of the real beakers that they had, just shrunk down, which is really nice. And I'm just really happy with these guys. If anyone wants any of these customizing, just send me a message. We can sort something out, because I love doing them. I'm currently working on one of these as we speak, actually. But yeah, moving on, because I want to keep this video fairly short. We have a custom that I worked on. It was like a one-day build. I received a damaged Dalek from a friend, and I was like, what can I do with that? So this is what I came up with. He's called Dalek Drake. He's from the Villain War, in the in sync with the more of the Moffat era story, where they apparently had NSDs in the Villain War, which I'm not sure if I'm a fan of really, but however, this Dalek just looks superb. I'm just really thrilled with how he turned out. He has a mutant inside on show. He has some wire mesh coming out the casing where it's sort of blown apart. Put some little antennas on his dome, a little bit reminiscent of the Mechmaster Daleks, because some of them had some antenna on the dome lights and they sort of moved. He also has a little piece from a Warhammer set. He has a single gold hemisphere, and he has like this really cool tubing coming out, which I butchered from a spacesuit doctor. Took off the helmet, and I built this antenna here from scratch and plugged it into the casing. He's a grey and black, like a resurrection kind of black grey, and he's got a cherry red dome, which I just came up with this on the spot. Literally, I had no real thought went into it, but I'm just really chuffed with how he turned out. So he's a war survivor Dalek from the Villain War, and he just looks great. So we're going to come to the end now of the video. We've got a 7th Doctor. Ooh, got a 7th Doctor that I made. Obviously the 7th Doctor is my favourite Doctor, and I just did a head swap. Took the hat off and put it on the stern face, because I thought that looked cool. I've repainted the Androzani box. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I've just repainted so it's not got the dirt on the bottom. It looks lovely. I now use that as a 7th Doctor box, and my box has just come loose. There we go. I've picked up a 13th Doctor's box because it's lovely, and I hope to one day turn it into a TV movie box, because it's very close to the design of the TV movie box. And lastly, we have something quite special. If I stand up, probably won't. The start of a Dalek Emperor from Evil of the Daleks, which I 3D printed this one myself. The model's by Edward Felix again, and he's given me permission to actually cast these up in resin and sell them. So these will be coming soon. There'll be a Dalek Emperor model kit, and it'll be priced at £45 for the kit, or we can come to arrangement if you need a finished one, fully built and painted. So the kits will be available next week, and it's looking great. I'm really chuffed with how it's turned out. I wasn't originally going to do it, but I'm really happy, and it's lovely when something like that happens. So, yeah, if you're not already, give me a follow on Instagram. It's NDW Design. Otherwise, stay tuned on here, my channel Dalek Idea, where we'll be doing more videos more frequently. So, I hope I haven't rambled on too long, and I hope you've stuck with me to the very end. But that leaves me with one other thing to say, and that's thank you for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you next time. So, take care, and ta-ta.